Just needs a bit of gentle persuasion. And it's out. Welcome to a Dolomite video. This 1972 Triumph Dolomite, and in this video I'm going to start doing something with this car. I've had a lot of people asking me if I was going to do anything with the Dolomite, and you may have noticed in previous videos that the covers are pretty much trashed by the various storms we've had. Now the reason I'm in the shed is I might just attempt to start. It might not be successful, but without a suitable battery, I think this is Salika's battery. No, because this is the one of two batteries that will fit the Dolomite. It takes a type at 038, which is same as a classic Mini. But I've got this one I had before, then I bought a new one. So it's this one. I think this might have a bit more cold cranked amps. So let's move Salika's battery. That can go back there. I've still got this this bad boy. This is one I took off a Discovery, but that's another story. So what I'm going to do is put a multimeter on it. Now, I've left the bloody multimeter in the house. I do have one here. I suppose I can use that. So just set you guys down. Hopefully to somewhere where you can see. Yep, looking good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the battery terminals. I've got this post cleaner. Now don't be fooled, it's not some sort of a weird sex toy, far from it. So set the multimeter. I don't know how well you're going to see this. So let's have a look. Just take a quick voltage reading, and it's reading 12.35, so I think that should be good enough for a start. If not, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I think while I'm at it, to diagnose it, get my power probe and get a multimeter out as well, so we can check the voltages. We can check for voltage drops as well, because that could be one reason why things aren't starting. And I'll grab a few other things now for the inhibitor switch. I probably need a 10mm. Probably I won't get him with a socket, but I should get him with a spanner for a try. I think it's just a single 10mm bolt that holds it onto transmission. For those that don't know, Triumph Dolomite used a Borg 165 transmission. It was also used by Fords of the same era, so transmission fluids are widely available. Anyway, first thing we need to do before we go back out to the car is to clean this battery terminal. So there you go, just turn it in like so, and that gives us a nice clean terminal. They're made of lead, these, so just give it a few turns. I'll need to do the same to battery terminals on the car. And there we go, we've got a nice clean terminal, and that'll increase our chances of being able to get the engine started. So the first thing I need to do is to get this strap off. As you can see, it's just totally destroyed this cover. Hang on, I'll just put the camera down. Can't really do all this one-handed. Let's have a look. I think I've loosened it enough. Yep. This is hopeful to get this off. Yeah, this cover's just totally trashed. Maybe need to loosen this a little bit more. Okay, that's a strap off, so just move it to a better place. Move this cover completely. Some of it's intact, but others, the fabric's just totally destroyed. Bleached by the old current bum. It's useless, so in the bin it goes. Next order of business is now it's maybe a bit difficult with a flat front tyre. I seem to have a bit more corrosion here, unfortunately. Yep. So I'm not sure she's going to be a good place. In fact, I'm not so sure about that still. Ideally, let's get into the front subframe. It's probably the best place to try. Yep. So I'm going to jack it under the front subframe. Again, this is proved to be somewhat difficult with a flat front tyre. It's going to be impossible. There's no profile trolley jacks. I think I found somewhere. Got a bottom jack here, that might be of help.
Yeah, then it'll always be that.
So I think I should be able to do something. So with that in the air, I need to chuck the rear wheel, axle stand in place. And now place it where the subframe mounting is. Carefully let it jack down. Yes, more corrosion, but unsurprising. Right, do the push twist. That's safe, that's not going underway, so get under here, find out where the inner bit switch is. That's where the inner bit switch is. It's held on by a single bolt. It's actually 8mm. Now you're wondering why a BL car of the 1970s would have a metric bolt. It's because its transmission, Borg Warner, is metric. That's what we use on other cars. Besides, it was used on quite a few BL vehicles. I think Dolomite, maybe 2000, possibly Stag and Rover P6. I know some P6 had the 35, and if it had the 65. But it's just one bolt. And it should just pull off. There's only one bolt securing it to transmission. We'll worry about the wires later on. And I need to look at the wiring. So that's the bolt out. There we go, it's swivelling, but it's not going to come off. So I might need a bit of gentle persuasion. I have to worry about breaking it because it's not working. I better not lose my spanner. So I'm not too worried about breaking this, unless it should just come off. Should just prise out. I suspect I'm going to have to break this. Keep carefully prising it out. Yep, it's slowly coming out. Just needs a bit of gentle persuasion. And it's out. So we've got the wires for the reversing light switch, and somewhere should be a starter. Last time it went through an MOT, somebody just joined the wires together, so the starter could be operating on all transmission positions, which isn't really ideal. So I'm just going to move the camera to a different position. I don't know whether you see that. I just need to be able to see what I'm doing. I'll just grab the new inhibitor switch. And I need to get myself under here so I can see what I'm doing. It's a bit awkward for me. I'll just disconnect the wires for the reverse lights. I don't think it matters which way around these go. Either way, it completes the circuit. So what I'm just going to refit this inhibitor switch. It's just reverse of taking it out. As I say, it is manual refit is a reverse of the removal now. It would help having this exhaust downpipe out the way. Well, that's clearly not going to happen. So I'll carry that on off camera. So it's all buttoned up, it's all wired up. And the only way to test it is to try spin the starter over. So I'll get the battery fitted and we'll try to turn it over. So time to install the battery. So I cleaned the terminal, I cleaned the post on the battery. Now time to clean the terminals as well. Although I did this negative one was a new one. It was a new wire, so that should be good enough for decent contact. So we need to get this in the right orientation. A bit cramped for space. Just move this negative terminal out of the way, so just drop the battery in and fit the positive terminal first, because that's always the way. And now the negative terminal. And that's the battery connected. So yes, we have some life in there. That's the indicators. I forget indicators are on right. So nothing in park. Let's have a look. And yep, it's spinning over. Just make sure I don't do it in first. Drive, position 2, position 1, reverse, and then yeah, so the inhibitor switch is working. What we'll do, turn the ignition back on. Let's see if the reverse lights are working. And don't appear to be, but we might have to wiggle around with the connections. We don't need to worry ourselves about reverse lights. The inhibitor switch is working, so that's that sorted. Obviously the battery wasn't quite enough, so I think I'll get that big Land Rover battery out and we'll see if I can get some decent voltage. Besides that, I'm going to have to put this battery on charge. Decided to get the big battery out, use it as a jump starter. Alright, we'll see how it spins over. It's not going to start. So try in neutral. Turn over a bit better. And compression sounds good. So what we'll do is see if we can get anywhere near getting it started. So first thing I need to do is to check voltage at the coil. So if there's nothing at the coil, it's a bit of a non-starter. So with that, I've got my multimeter out. Hope you can see the voltage. Just make sure that ignition's switched on, which it is. Ignition is on. So we have the top one that's positive, it's marked on the coil. And you can't bloody see so nothing at the coil. Just try another earth point. So there's no power to the coil. So I need to check the fuses down there, and this is not a standard Dolomite fuse box. I use an MGB fuse box down here. So again, I'm going to check. I can't remember what's what on here, but yeah, there's the ignition fed and the permanent live. Right, it's just going to be difficult to place the camera, so I'm going to have to do this off the camera. Well, I made what you call a bit of a schoolboy error, and I've just measured the voltage at the coil. Now I should have connected the voltmeter to a decent earth rather than just across the coil, because that's just resistance. But I'm getting readings on the positive side of the coil, so there's power getting to the coil, so we're good to there. So the next thing to do is turn it over, see if there's a spark from the king lead. So yeah, it's just a matter of spinning the starter over. We know there's power to the coil, so that I can eliminate that part from the equation. What I've done, I've got my power probe, I've connected it up, I've touched it, there we are. I'm getting 12 volts there and 12 volts on the other side of the coil, so be careful of that. So there's power also getting to the points, but I need to make sure this coil's actually producing a spark. So I need to be able to get to somewhere where I can spin the starter and check if there's a spark coming from the coil. So I'll see if I can do that. Might be a bit difficult. I don't know if you can see that. I can't tell, and I don't know if that were caught on camera. I suppose another way of testing would be to get a spark plug tester and see if anything's sparking at the plugs, or maybe checking for a spark at the end of the HT lead. So I think that might be the next thing to try. So there we go, spark plug tester. We'll try it on number 1, the HT lead. Now some spark plug testers in the boat. So I'm going to watch back the footage, or maybe put in a different, try a different angle. Sorry for the funky angle. Right, there you go. Let's see if we've got spark at the HT leads. So I'm going to have to watch that back and I'll let you know. Well, it didn't spark, so we know spark's not getting to here, so there's a problem between here and the coil, so we can concentrate our investigation on the distributor, but that's going to be for another time, because I'll have to take that battery back off and stick it back on charge before I do any further diagnosis. But at least the engine's turning over, so that's good. And I'll get it back on all 4 wheels and then get the new cover fitted. So this is what I got. The car cover, got it from Aldi. Last time I got one from Lidl, so we'll see if this is any better than the Lidl one. And we'll see if it'll withstand any storms any better. So get this unwrapped. Has its own little carry case as well. But don't know if I'll be needing it, but might be handy to have. Let's see how we do. I'm not sure which is outside and which is inside. I seem to be fighting the wind. You just want to clip the straps. And that might help things a bit. You want to clip the front strap as well. Need to clip this end. I'll probably use that ratchet strap again. So all that remains is to fit this ratchet strap. I need to adjust this front strap. And that should do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video here. I did get a bit done. I'm a little bit closer to finding out why this car's not going to start, or why it's not sparking. So I hope you enjoyed this one. As ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.